Dick and Angel Strawbridge join us now. Thanks so much for talking to us this morning. What a beautiful backdrop, your gorgeous chateau in the background, folks. And I was just talking this morning, and honestly, I think I've watched every single episode and watched you for hours and hours, and I'm just overwhelmed by your ability to fix things. And you're now... Well, it's a talent, and you're now sharing that with us in your new series. Tell us all about it.
Basically, when things started to close down, we were getting more emails, and the emails were asking, how do you do this? People say a little bit on the programs that we've made, and they wanted the tips. How do you actually do it, as opposed to just seeing the outcome? So because there was no cameras out here in France, we started to film ourselves, and we came up with the Make, Do and Mend. Make, Do, Mend. And it's inspiring all of us to fall back in love with our houses and everyday objects that possibly might just get thrown away.
We can do it. We've had more time, haven't we, to open our drawers and cupboards and find those items and get excited for finding things again. And what's been lovely about the show is that, you know, our brilliant contributors, they've been opening up their cupboards and they've been finding things, heirlooms, and actually putting them back into commission again. I cried all the way through. She did a lot of crying.
But everybody's got a to-do list, and it's just a matter now, take the opportunity and do it.
Yeah. Well, Angel, what made you cry the most?
That's a good one.
Oh, let me just get out my list. So, well, we had Rachel with her drinks trolley, and she actually found some old magazines that were given to her by her granny. So we both did up a drinks trolley, and at the end, she put on this brilliant, gorgeous photo of her grandma, who looked like a sort of 1940s Hollywood star. And it was the moment that she placed it on the drinks trolley, and I just thought, every time Rachel goes to have a gin and tonic and she sees the decoupage, which she did with the magazines, I cried.
No, she cried more. Let's be fair, she cried a lot more. And when we were working with Iola was a 13-year-old lass who was doing up her bedroom, and the transition from having a young lass's bedroom to being a teenager, and she was going, my Dorothy's going to be doing that soon. A lot of tears there.
But you see the difference it makes. I totally get it, Angel. Undoubtedly, I will be crying with you when I watch this. Dick, on the flip side of that, you're helping various people. One gentleman is wanting to try and make a cheese smoker. And this is the sort of thing that you think, oh, how incredible is that? Never thought I ever needed one of those in my life. And then I watch you do it, and I think, I need that now.
We've had smoked cheese since we've been at the Chateau, and I've been smoking cheese for a good 20 years. I used to start off with a barrel to make my first smoker. Phil, what he did was he actually went into his garage, found some bits and pieces, and we put them together using the principles of making a cold smoker. And from here on in, his whole family are going to be living with the most beautifully smoked cheese. And Angela, you know, if I want to woo her anytime, I just give her a piece of my smoked cheese. I'm that sort of a bloke, smooth.
Phil's in trouble now because they're only ever going to want to have smoked cheese.
Why not? How has it been? I mean, you just said there you filmed it all yourself. What was that experience like?
It was a lot of fun, and it was also a lot of responsibility. And I can't lie, we maybe have forgot to turn the cameras on a couple of times.
There's a reason. There's a reason. When you turn the camera on, if you press record straight away, it doesn't always come on. That's my excuse. I stuck with it.
I become an obsessive camera checker because we had 4 different cameras here, and 2 of them had mics on the cameras and on us. So we had a number of things to make sure that we captured. But actually, it was a lot of fun being together and doing it.
It was quite physical as well, because if you see at the top, the very top of the Chateau at the back is Angela's Tresserie, and then over in the walled garden, I was doing some work with my potting shed. But we'd have to go from one to the other, and lugging the cameras and everything up and down the stairs. I should be much smaller.
It's not an easy job. Hi.
Oh, geez.
True. How is your majestic chateau? We see it there behind you. It's just the most stunning property. But of course, I know, having watched the series, when you first bought it, there was no electricity, no running water. I mean, there's so much work to be done, but I mean, it just looks so beautiful now, and something you must be incredibly proud of.
You know, we fell in love with it on day one, and I don't think we have ever stopped that same love. Every time we drive around the corner, I think we still both can't believe it.
We do.
And the work is still continuous, you know, and you always, you know, we sort of move the goalposts a little bit. We've got toilets now.
You hear that, Christine? We move the goalposts, yeah? It's very comfortable, and we've got a lot more projects to do, but you know, this is our life. This is where we are. And, the idea of moving, we can't even think, this is where we want to be forever. And consequently, we're still evolving into things. The children are getting to the stage that, you want more tears? What about when Arthur and Dorothy move out of our suite and put their own bedrooms? We've got all these things to consider, and we've got more work to do. And look how gorgeous our kitties are. And we are having a ball as a family. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to live our life.
Absolutely. Well, how have you been getting on in lockdown with the homeschooling? 2 languages involved, of course.
Right, I'm going to start here before Angela jumps in. Yeah, doing it in French was difficult, but I started the very first morning of homeschooling with great intention. So I had Arthur, Dorothy, and Angela, because Angela had needed to learn some of the French that we were doing. She was so naughty, I had to put her in the corner. She only attended 1 lesson. But what happened was, of course, we decided not to do it in French because I'm rubbish. And so we ended up doing a lot of reading, writing, and arithmetic for 3 hours just to make sure that we kept them educated. But they've learned a lot, I think, during this period.
Yeah, it's been, Dick's done the, 3 hours, but we've also had that in the garden, in the classroom. And for us, I think it's been a mixture of that and life skills. And you know what? They're smiling every day, and we're not putting any extra pressure on ourselves.
No, absolutely. Why would you? And you've got your clear blue skies, beautiful surroundings. You make the most of it. So Escape to the Chateau, Make, Do, Amend. It's on Channel 4 tonight at 8 p.m. Can't wait to watch it, folks. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Honestly, it's such a delight. Thank you.
Thanks for having us, sweetheart. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.